Well, if you were like Dirt, you might have turned that basketball game off in Boston. The Knicks were getting absolutely annihilated in the third quarter of that game. And then don't worry, they're going to turn it around. They ended up outscoring Boston in that third quarter after being down 20. And then they completely dominated them in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they held Boston to 16 points in the fourth quarter.
16 points in the fourth quarter.
A remarkable run. Jalen Brunson, he was just one of these dudes who at halftime, you looked and you're like, hey, man, you got to get this going?
We got to get going here.
And then he became, there's only been 3 players to score 75-plus fourth quarter points through their first 7 games of a postseason run. Kobe in 08. Curry in 23, and now welcome to the party, Jalen Brunson.
That's pretty elite company there for Jalen Brunson.
So he continues his fourth quarter ways, and Boston blows a 20-point third quarter lead, and they lose at home. Game 1, round 2, clanking all over the place.
It should have been over in regulation, too. I still don't know how that Brunson layup didn't go in. That doesn't make sense. I can't compute it in my head. OG Anunoby was incredible last night. Like, Brunson needed a little bit of help. Bridges didn't do hardly anything. He needed somebody else, and OG helped carry the offense at times. And for Boston, like, dude, I know that this is probably who they've been all year. This is non-basketball dirt, talking to basketball dirt, jumping into the basketball party.
Oof.
For the love of God, stop shooting three-pointers. For the love of God. I just couldn't believe. They attempted 97 field goals last night as a team. 97 field goals.
Yeah.
60 of them were from 3.
Yes.
They were 15 of 60. Tatum was 4 of 15, and Jaylen Brown was 1 of 10. Nobody else was really that good. Not many guys to highlight in that category. They just would not stop shooting three-pointers. Clank after clank after clank after clank, and it was hilarious to see him lose game 1.
Jeez.
Hey!
Hauser!
God, calm down.
Man.
Hauser.
Sorry about that, guys.
Came in and chucked a couple over 2 in 4 minutes. Thanks for your
Also,
run.
he broke his leg fouling somebody like an idiot.
Calm it down, Sam.
No,
Go
look,
sit your ass back on the bench.
I'm not going to do what every other person in America is going to do. Yeah, they do. They shoot a lot of threes.
That's a lot of threes.
Well, they're like the league leader. Yeah. This is their offense.
This is what they do. They shoot threes.
And I know that people have seen the Boston Celtics play from here and there on TV who aren't NBA diehards. And I'm not, again, this is not a lecture. But these are the moments where aesthetically this team is not fun to watch.
Not at all.
And I've seen this a couple times. Not quite this level of bad.
Yeah.
But they've had nights where you're like, all right, guys, like it's not going in. Tatum, I mean, Jayson Tatum was James Harden level bad in that fourth quarter. It turns out the only move he can do now is a step back 3 over shorter people.
That's all he's got. 23 attempts on the game, 15 of them from 3.
And I understand he came in a little hobbled, but like you're 6'8". Jalen Brunson was on you.
Maybe take it to the rack. Maybe put him in the post. Maybe turn around jumper.
This is the difference between the Warriors who ushered this era of analytics, 3s are more than 2s. But there are nights when they just don't have it going. They do something else. I mean, Jimmy Butler, now that they have
he's
him,
helped a ton, yeah.
Let's run a play. Let's do something else to change up the momentum or try to maybe force some things down low to collapse the defense and maybe create a little bit more room for some shooters. They do something different. They have something else in the bag. And I know that Boston shoots the lights out of the 3, and when they all get it going, it's scary, and they're runaway freight trains.
They're going to be doing a game, and they're going to destroy the
Knicks.
Knicks.
They'll destroy the Knicks. They'll win by
20-25
one time in this series. But you have to play the game that night.
Agree.
And that's where
45 misses, Swag.
At some point,
45 misses from 3.
Everybody thought they were lying on the broadcast. Some people like, did I just hear they've missed 45?
But then when Brunson missed the runner at the end of regulation, and I still don't know, did Horford get a piece of that?
I think he just had slightly off on the angle because he makes that shot 80%
He might have
time.
swiped so hard like the wind knocked it off a millimeter that kept it from going in.
I thought it was in when he let it go. I'm like, he makes that shot all the time.
He is the most clutch player in the league right now, and he's the one taking the game
Then
when he
you
shot.
thought, oh, man, what do they have left now in overtime? And you're going to get a team that missed 43s that's going to win a playoff game.
Well, I mean,
it didn't happen.
It doesn't always work out this way, but like when you're watching this in real time or you're tuning in right as it's happening, you get to overtime and you're instantly like, well, Feels like this is the Knicks game now.
Yeah.
And then it starts off. I think they went up 6 to start off the overtime period. You went, yep, here we go.
Here we go.
And, the way the game ended, too, is just like pretty fitting. Missed 45 threes. Let's throw a long pass to Jalen Brown so he shoots a 3 to try to tie it. He can't even get the shot off because Bridges rips it.
Just bullied out of his arms. Throw it down the other end of the floor.
This is our game.
Over.
Thank you. I'm taking this ball. We're going home.
Here's Jayson Tatum after his atrocious game on firing threes all night.
Like I said, it's a lot of shots that we want certain guys taking and, feel like we got some good looks. Obviously, in hindsight, if we could go back, we probably would drop the ball a little bit more because we missed a lot of shots tonight. But, there's a balance sometimes, some make a mislead. And then there's sometimes where, you can get a better shot.
I don't think that they do live by that. We know we can get a better shot.
I don't think they do. If you keep chucking at that level and you miss 45, what's the record for the most threes missed in an NBA game? It can't be that far off. 45.
Well, this is it for a playoff game.
That was it for a playoff game.
I don't know about a regular season.
How many teams in your life have you seen shoot 60 in a game?
How many
miss 45 of them?
How many have even taken 45 to begin with, let alone miss 45 in a game?
Yeah.
That was unbelievable, man. Just keep shooting.
Let me look this up real quick.
There's something
I'm pretty
about
confident that that's the record for the playoff
That's
game
the record
last
for
night.
the playoffs.
Yeah, you get this a lot with the big guy, like old big guys talking to new big guys. Like Shaq will do this a lot to 7-footers, like get your ass down low, go down on the block.
Yeah.
For the centers, I get it. Like Tatum, it's almost even more inexcusable. You're 6'8" and one of the best athletes in the NBA. You should be able to go wherever you want, whenever you want on an NBA court, especially when somebody smaller than you is guarding you. It's one thing for Damian Lillard to have to live and die on step-back threes because he's 6 foot tall and it's hard for him to score amongst the trees and the paint. For Tatum, like you are as physically. If LeBron, him taking 15 threes in a game, what are we doing, man?
Tatum,
get downhill, go to the hoop, get to the foul line,
get a mismatch, get a switch, and somebody that's 6'2", it's like, no, I'm going to the block, clear out a side.
They own the record for most threes made in a game, and now they own the record for the most missed threes in the game. Do you know the player? There's 2 players tied with the single most misses in an NBA game from 3. Can you name the 2 players?
Russell Westbrook
I'll tell
would
you
come
right
to
now.
mind.
One is a current player,
okay,
and the other is a player of yesteryear that we're very familiar with.
Did Reggie have a horrible night one night?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
That we're very familiar with.
So it's a Blazer, huh?
Ooh.
Who's our Blazer that chucked a lot of threes?
CJ?
Nope.
Oh.
Yesteryear.
Back in the day.
So go back a little bit more.
Who shot a lot of threes?
It's 16 missed threes in a game.
16 in a game? Yeah. I'm trying to figure out who the current player is.
Isaiah Ryder?
Oh, you could guess the current player.
You can?
Yeah, he's perennial choke artist.
Oh, James Harden?
James Harden is one of them. There
Come on down, James. Come on down. All right, Riggins, who's the yesteryear
name the
Blazer?
Basketball player
we're very familiar
with that shot threes that is tied for this record.
Alan Crabb?
No. Yesteryear.
I felt good about that answer.
Go older.
Martell Webster. Is that old enough? Got to keep going
older.
Back? God, that's a lot of threes for that long ago in the NBA.
I didn't know this guy was a
Walt Williams, the Wizard.
Ooh, you're in the right era.
Okay, right era. Who else was shooting threes in the Walt Williams era?
There is some speculation that Dirt's as tall as this guy.
Damon Stoudemire?
Yeah! Damon Stoudemire.
He missed that many in a game?
Yeah.
That's pretty wild for early 2000s NBA basketball.
According to StatMuse and Guinness World Record, they both have achieved this. They've missed 16 in a game.
16 threes missed in a game.
Yeah.
Woo, buddy. The funny thing, too, is that New York was horrific from the free throw line. Mainly Mitchell Robinson, but what did they shoot, 50% from the free throw line?
Yeah.
Like, they at least were getting to the line, going to the paint a little bit, and there wasn't that big of a difference in free throw scoring.
Can I ask you guys, so I've made this note through these playoffs. I've probably made this note last year. I've made this note a lot of the show. I know that game was great in terms of like how it turned from a 20-point deficit and
in terms of drama.
Game-winning shot that didn't go in, final possession in overtime.
In terms of how well it was played.
I was thinking about this yesterday in the shower after that game was done. And I think this dude made the game better.
Great offensive player with the ball and a fantastic defender in Holiday. Now the switch, punch on a free. Oh! Got another one. First New York.
I think he's the best in the league.
Yeah.
Yep.
Again,
And-
It's not even close. I would say that. It's not even close.
And I loved Iron Eagle. I love Iron Eagle.
Rotating out.
But his voice fluctuation in the moment, when you feel like it's a big shot, his voice makes you feel like it's an even bigger shot than you thought.
Yeah, look, I love Mike Breen too. Mike Breen's incredible
Same.
as well. They're both great, but it's not even close in my mind. If I could pick somebody to call every NBA playoff game, it's Kevin Harlan, and it's not even a debate.
That good he drops when Brunson hits another three, like, oh my God.
It makes the big moments feel so much. I mean, there are big moments,
I know.
obviously, but it takes it to another climax level.
So
Hey-o.
good, dude.
Yeah.
I was climaxing as a sports
You
viewer
climaxing
yesterday.
last night?
Dude, my league had some
Your
bad
league
game
had a
sevens.
night,
They
dude.
had some bad game sevens. I'm glad we had a night.
You guys had a night last
The
night.
hockey was okay. I saw
Hockey
that
was
the
okay.
Ice Cats came back. But
Yeah, Maple Leafs flirted with it a little
Yeah.
bit, but they,
Well, they got their
survived.
goalie. They had to replace the goalie because he took a shot upside the head and started puking.
don't you know?
Don't you know?
So, new goalie comes in. Panthers make it tight. Here we go.